Snake Zoids. I believe there are two species of snake zoid. One of them is called Stealth Viper. I keep him in this little hidey hole down here. He's a funny little guy. You just wind up a little motor on his back and these little wheels underneath him will spin and push him forward while he slithers side to side. Unfortunately, mine is an old donated boy and his motor doesn't work quite right, but he's still pretty cute. In the original Battle Story lore, Stealth Viper rolled out around ZAC 2030, not long after humans showed up on Z. It's really adept at guerrilla warfare, and it comes stocked with smoke dischargers. Stealth Viper has so far appeared in 3 Zoids animes: Zoids Chaotic Century, the first anime, the second anime, Zoids New Century, and the fourth anime, Zoids Genesis. Although in Zoids Genesis it was sporting this rather odd green and yellow color scheme, it's definitely eye-catching. Stealth Viper was originally sold in the mid to late 80s under the name Snakes. Little uninspired name, I guess. Stealth Viper was then sold in Europe under the Spider-Man and Zoids line. For those who've never heard of this before, don't get too excited. It's not a crossover, but it is still a comic worth a read. This time it was given a much more Xenobus Empire paint scheme with the silver and red. It was renamed Z-Nake? Honestly, just kind of reminds me of the Z-Star or Zatar from Mario Party. It's a really weird name. He was released once again in the 1999 line of Zoids, this time under the name Stealth Viper, which most fans seem to like that name. Hasbro also released a Stealth Viper in the mid-2000s under the name Venomous Viper. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone call it this, though. And Stealth Viper's last release was part of the Zoids graphics lines and adopting its original name of Snakes. And before we move on to the second species of snake, I should mention that Irvine in the Zoids Chaotic Century manga piloted a Stealth Viper rather than a command wolf. He also nicknamed it Tornado. It's kind of cute. Now, the second species of snake Zoid is kind of weird. He's called Serpent. Serpent seems to be an odd snake in a wheelchair? He's from the early to mid-1980s, and sadly I don't have one yet. He's also never appeared in any Zoids animes or even the Zoids Battle Story. I believe the only place he's ever appeared in is the Zoids UK comics that we showed before. But he's, certainly interesting. And I think that about covers it. The two species of snake Zoid. Stealth Viper, who's gotten quite a bit of love over the years, and Serpent, who's basically faded into obscurity. Even so, I hope I find one someday.